I am so excited. We're here in Greece. We've had a chance to check out a lot of Western Europe and talk about wine in those countries, but for as old as we think winemaking is there, it's even older here. Ultimately, we're going to the island of Santorini, and we're going to talk about wine and spirits there. But we have a couple days stopover here in Athens, and we might as well check things out while we're at it. Let's go.
When it comes to wine, we often forget about Greece. That's kind of ironic. We should probably give them some credit, considering they've been making it for about 5,000 years now. It's a little craft they learned from these people called the Phoenicians. Right here in the cultural center of Athens, it was the fashion of the day to have long philosophical discussions over wine. They called it the symposium. By the time the Parthenon was an active temple, the Greeks had introduced wine to Italy. In other words, these are the people who brought wine from the ancient world to the world that we know. Tough economic times have made it pretty sweet to be a tourist here in Greece. Affordable food and drink can be found at almost any taverna. The one thing that you'll notice about the Greek diet is that there's lots of fresh seafood. And there's no need to worry about eating healthy while you're here. A lot of the dishes are vegetarian. Greek wine is most often served by the half-liter. Ayurvedico literally means the grape of St. George. It's used all over Greece to make dark red and tart rosé wines like this one. They're refreshing on their own, but I think they really show their best when they're paired with light fare. On the exterior, Athens can seem workaday and gritty, but if you dig a little deeper, soon you find that almost everybody here is warm and inviting and wants to share their traditions, like Mariana and her mastika.
Come here! Come to drink mastika! You don't get it in Boston, I'm sure for this.
Mastika is a floral and sweet liqueur that's unique to Greece. The drink is flavored with the roots of the mastic plant, an evergreen that's related to the pistachio.
Very good.
Yeah, this is nice. It's very
Yes.
it's sweet, but not too sweet.
No,
Yeah.
and having a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit of it. That's all you need.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you're not exactly fond of the flavor of evergreen tree roots, how about some pine resin? Good for what ails you.
We wanted to stop and take a refreshment break, and I had to try this local wine. It's known as resin, and it comes from ancient times when the Greeks used to line their clay pots with pine tar, and that pine tar actually puts a flavor into the wine. And they've carried that tradition on until today. Now, it's an acquired taste. It's not everybody's cup of wine, but I think it's the kind of thing that goes a little bit better with food, like these olives here.
In a city so rich with ancient history, it's not a surprise that the wine here is also a piece of it. Malagousia is an ancient white grape that was brought back from the brink of extinction.
It's nice. It's a kind of a light but full-bodied white wine. It kind of reminds me of an Italian light. It's kind of enjoyable, crisp. You almost want to have like a plate of some sautéed shrimp or something with it.
The sun is setting in Athens, which means we Americans are about ready to eat dinner. The Greeks are just settling in for drinks. On the busy steps of the Minisklios, we're going to end our stay in Athens with some rooftop dining.
Wow.
I've been noticing this alpha lager all over Greece, and for good reason. It's so popular because it's light, fruity, and refreshing on a hot day. Our food has arrived, and tonight we'll dine with over 700,000 other Athenians out there in that sea of white. Our host for tonight, Albert, also happens to be a motivational speaker. He wanted us to share some wisdom.
Be true to yourself.
And the right people will find their ways into your life.
And that is true because they walk their talk, they find their ideal mate for each other.
The streets are full of energy, and it's the perfect way for us to end our short stay here in Athens.
Well, that was fantastic. In less than 2 days, we've had so much great wine, so many spirits, and great food too. Be sure to check back with us tomorrow when we head off to Santorini. See ya.